Alright, for this video I'm going to talk about rolling coils, specifically these green-sized coils. So, you can see I take my wedged piece of clay, I do that seashell method, you can still see the spiraling, and I need to start with the appropriate sized piece of clay. So what I like to do is come take and kind of pinch off and peel from the top. And I like to kind of maneuver this in my hand, kind of squeezing down, ideally having the shape, this what I call a log, the shape and length of my palm with my fingers just being almost able to touch that meat of my hand. And if you have any extra, you don't really need it, especially for just rolling out the size of the green dowel. So this is the piece of clay that I start with. Okay? I like to think of 4 things when I roll coils. Okay? And the first one is that I need to be standing. Okay? If you're sitting on a stool or kind of sitting or doing anything but standing, you're not going to be able to use and do the second thing I like to think about, using our full range of motion. Okay? What I mean by full range of motion is that I'm going to be using my entire body. I'm going to be stepping sideways, I'm going to be using my shoulder, elbow, hand. As I'm doing this, I'm not sitting here and rolling, right, with just from my elbow down or just my hand down. Right? I need to use my full range of motion, which means I'm even going to be stepping side to side, using this entire tabletop. Okay? The third thing I like to keep in mind is that when I roll coils, I like to use 2 hands, and I like to push down as I roll it away from me. Okay? I like to go here. I might start with just one hand. I eventually just get used to using and rolling coils with 2 hands. But I am pushing down as I'm pushing away from me. And then I am simply just rolling this coil back towards me with no pressure. Okay? And so as I do this, again, I'm pushing down away from me, I'm rolling it back towards me, and that fourth and final thing that I like to do is I need to make sure that my fingers are spread. Right? That way I'm putting even pressure on this coil as I roll this over and over and over again. Again, it may look like I'm putting pressure both ways. I found that I really can't do that. Right? I need to be pushing down and putting pressure away from me and then just rolling it back towards me with no pressure at all. Okay? I'm going to check, because when I build and use coils, I want these coils to relatively be the same length as that and same width as that green dowel. Right? So I remember those 4 things: standing up, using the full range of motion, pushing down only away from me, and rolling it back towards me, and keeping my fingers spread as I roll my coil.